5. A tragic mistake. The conflict in the Philippines had reached a critical point, with the U.S. military and the NPA engaged in fierce battles across the country. The arrival of the Chinese intervention force had added a new level of complexity to the conflict, and tensions were high on all sides. In the midst of this intense conflict, tragedy struck. The U.S. military, in a terrible mistake, accidentally bombed a group of 300 Chinese soldiers who were disguised as NPA soldiers during training. The news of the tragic mistake spread quickly, and the world held its breath, waiting to see how China would react. China's response was swift and decisive. They launched a series of airstrikes on U.S. positions in the south, targeting military bases and key infrastructure. The U.S. military was caught off guard, and they suffered heavy losses in the attacks. The situation had now become even more volatile, with China openly attacking U.S. military positions in the Philippines. The U.S. government knew that they had to act quickly to defuse the situation, as any escalation of the conflict could lead to a larger war with China. The U.S. military scrambled to respond to the Chinese airstrikes, launching counterattacks and defensive measures. The conflict had entered a new and even more dangerous phase, with the world watching in horror as two of the most powerful nations on Earth clashed in a battle that could determine the fate of the region and the world. The tragic mistake made by the U.S. military had escalated the conflict to new heights, and the stakes were now higher than ever. The U.S. government knew that they had to find a way to defuse the situation and bring the conflict to an end, but they also knew that it would not be easy. The world held its breath, wondering what would happen next in this intense and gripping conflict. The outcome was far from certain, and the fate of the Philippines and the world hung in the balance.